Greetings, Boris and Ghouls. This is Dr. Von Madden. I'd like to wish y'all a Merry Christmas. Today we're going to try something. I'm once again playing the Sapling. I know y'all probably getting tired of seeing it, but I enjoy playing the Sapling, so. Alright, we're going to set up this environment. I want to see if I can set up the perfectly designed organism. Now you'll know this because certain things will will remain unchanged. Let's see how close we actually come. No, let's take a look. First things first, let's set up plants. The algae and the plants in the environment. Okay. So I always set these up fairly basic because honestly it's algae. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to go over here, turn on mutations. You know, sometimes these mutations literally make no sense. Alright. And we're ready, even though I dropped a few plants on land. Sorry about that. Now let's see if we can get a good plant. I always start off with just the bare bones basic, but I have a feeling. Let's see which way this goes. Okay, so they don't want red. Okay, so the plants on this planet are blue. Okay, actually I nailed that pretty good. The temperature is 16 degrees Celsius. I'm not familiar with Celsius. Being an American, I'm used to Fahrenheit. Not a whole lot of wind strength, so the temperature here seems to be fairly mild, and the climate seems to be fairly stable. I've run into previous games where the ocean currents were killers. Let me make sure I've got all the islands, because I get this done as much as possible. Now, let's create an animal. Now, I'm probably going to create two, one for the ocean, one for the land. Now, I've learned a few things. Okay. We're going to beef him up a little bit. Now, let's get him some feet. Now, I want it right up here. Right there. Balances him out. Now I've noticed that as far as this goes, you want a real generalist eater. Heat loss. Temperature's fairly mild, so heat loss is not an issue. But I do want to give him decent vision. So we're going to go down here. Kind of give him quasi-stereoscopic vision. Now, over here, make him placental. Give him this kind of a stripy pattern. That should be it. Let's see how well adapted he is to this environment. Quite well, actually. Basically, I've created a pig. Pigs are extremely adaptable. Now, I've dropped one or two in the water. I doubt they'll survive, but we will do. Now, let's go over here. I don't want to mutate. I want to create. Now then. Lengthen him out a little bit. I'm going to give him... I'm not particularly interested about him coming on the land, but if he does, that'll just be so weird. Okay. I'm trying to get this fishtail on him. He just does not want... He's not having it. There we go. Now, make him herbivorous because there's not any predators in the ocean for him to be noshing on. He only needs basic ears. He really doesn't need a whole lot in that department. And fish eggs, back over here. A bit of a cut. I'm gonna give him a little color. It's kind of your basic fish. Just put them all over. And then we'll see what happens after 25 years and check into it. I just want to see something just perfectly suited for its environment. Let's see how well we do. Okay, 25. Okay, here we are. First, let's check our algae. It's diversified, so that's good. Our plants. Okay, now we've actually got quite a few of those. This one here somehow still surviving. We've got a different bit of variety starting up over here. Now let's look at our animals. Okay, we still have our pig. We've got several varieties now. We've got this pig, our pig here, pig here, pig here. There's just different variants in the ears. We've got these fish. These fish very similar. His fins have abbreviated a little bit. And this one's, but the mouth has still stayed pretty well the same. Got another one over here. This weird mutation put a sensory organ on the side. Alright. It's going at 50 now. Ooh. Okay, let's look at the algae. Okay, that's our original. See, it's still keeping some of this, but it shortened the root system and is growing a bit. So we know that that's a variable. Let's look at our plants. Now the plants have completely changed because we've got spines down here on this one, and we've got a kind of a tubular leaf on it. Now let's look at the animals. Alright, this species of pig thingy went extinct. This one here also went extinct. That one's kind of interesting. They haven't changed. Fish doesn't seem like it's changed in any meaningful way. There's really not been anything to spur any real change. It's a fairly stable environment. Alright, now let's look at it again. Our algae. There we are. 4 types of algae. And we've got a wide assortment of plants. Let's look at our animals again. We've had a bit of an extinction event. You've got 2 species of this fish. You've got this pig still here. You've got all these have gone out. And all these have gone out. But the fish seem to be thriving. The pig seems to have taken a hit. And we're at 100 years. Let's see what we got now. Alright, so we still have the pig. Phillips. See, we still have the pig. He's hanging on just by a thread. The fish seem to be thriving. Let's look at our plants. So I like the way this game plays out because you can actually modify stuff. Huh, now that's interesting. Almost like a fern. Okay. 25. Pause it. Let's see what we got. From here, I may just stick with the animals. The plants seem to be doing fine. This environment seems extremely forgiving of plants. The pig has, the original species has stayed. Every other species has gone out. There are 2 species of this fish. So apparently the only thing that can survive is the design that, okay, something was too strong, some ocean current was too strong. Let's wait to 175. Okay, the pig has gone extinct. I wonder if he's left any descendants. The fish is still with us. Nope. The pigs, they had a good run, but it's over for them. Oh, let's see here. Okay. Now this one's the only one left. Pause. Let's see if we've got any more fish developed here. Nope. This place is rough on animal life, I'll tell you that. And everything is extinct. All animal life. You know, still shows some things down there. We'll let it go a few minutes and see what it does. Okay, let's see if we've got anything still going. Nope, all animal life. What is that? Something. I think that's just a glitch. Okay, so this planet is now a biological greenhouse. Ain't that interesting? There are no animals on the planet. Whoa, what's this? Oh, I think we're in the middle of a cloud. Okay. Well, guys, it's after the 250-year mark. The animal life on the planet had a good run, but then it died out. But now the plants have taken over. I'm wondering what is the most advanced plant on the planet now. Oh, that's wild looking. It's like plant megafauna. Oh, cool. Have great plant diversity and no animals. Well, that was interesting. I mean, our pigs had a good run. I wonder how they'll do if I decided to reintroduce them. I wonder if we could get the species rolling again. At least on this one island. I'll leave the other islands alone, but I'm gonna populate with pigs. Let's speed it along. 350 years. There we go. Let's see if we're starting to get any new mutations in. Yes, we are. Okay. Let's let it go to 375. Pause. Let's check it out. Okay, we have a new mutation right here. I don't see much difference with it and it's the other species. They all kind of look more or less the same. Okay, it's almost 400 years now. Let's see if we end up with anything interesting. Well, we got one that's starting to change its diet a little bit because it's got a different mouth on it. There we go. Let's see. You can always tell by looking at the mouth as to what their diet is. See, this one's starting to look predatory. This one's got an entirely different set of feet. Which means that that's going to alter its locomotion. 450 years. Let's see what we got. Okay, our core species, Andicus, is still with us. Even though I had to kind of cheat a little bit. Okay, this one's eye evolved back in the simple light sensors. One with kind of a pawed feet looking thing. Not real sure. It seems to be jumping. They're bigger too. Interesting. We're almost to the 500 mark where this experiment ends. He seems to, and the designer, kudos to him. I think he's got a lot of the debugging done on it. Let's see. Another browser with weird. None of them have taken advantage of the ocean. That's a weird one. We had these ones earlier that I designed. It was like it's too weird biped. Alright, we're hitting it now. Alright, it's auto-saving, which it always does. Then we'll look and see what's actually developed out of all this. Let's look at our most advanced plants. I saw a purple one over here. So I'm kind of curious about that. There it is. Well, it was. There it is. A thing called a dahlia, which is interesting because that's actually the name of a species of plant on Earth. There's Walaka. Several species of extinct plant. Bidalex. A lot of purple plants coming in, which I find interesting. It's like something is changing in the atmosphere. That's weird looking. I would totally call that the boot plant. Let's see. We've got our pigs. This one's developed abbreviated ears. Maybe he's trying to run faster. Maybe he's trying to do something else. This design, I mean, it's pretty solid. This one here kind of became more specialized, as did this one. As did that one. Let's look at this guy over here. He's the one that seems to have veered the most from the original design. And for one thing, he's lost all of his fur. He's maintained this sort of a splotchy pattern, whereas the original had a stripy pattern. His eyes are binocular vision, so he can see forward. Let's look at this mouth. He's kind of got this whole walrus thing going on. Okay, so he's definitely eating. He's got this saber-tooth growl. So we have a hoofed saber-tooth predator. I mean, it's not unheard of. I mean, entelodonts were killers and they were hooved. Whales are technically a hoofed animal under the family Artiodactyl. Even-toed hoofed animals, and this one here is a single-toed, a perissodactyl. Interesting. Well, anyways, guys, Merry Christmas. I hope this was fun for you, and it was fun for me, and I will catch y'all on the flip side. Bye-bye.